So this is day 18 of the 30-day art challenge, and the challenge is to take something out of your old sketchbook or paintings and finish it. Something that you felt that was unfinished. And this was the pour that I did that is just kind of always sat there in the room. I don't even know if I took it to the show that I've been to, but I'm going to put an octopus on it. Everybody loves octopuses, so that's what I'm going to do. And I am not sure how I'm going to pull it off exactly, but either if I'm going to paint it in fully or just the silhouette, I'm not sure. So anyway, stay tuned and find out. So I let this sit for a little while, trying to decide how I wanted to do the tentacles on the arms. And I even played with a little of my paint here which I haven't quite gotten the look I want, so I'm still kind of playing. But I was going to paint out in circles, and I thought, well, wouldn't it just be neat to do the little drops right out of the bottle? But I wasn't sure how I wanted to do it. Because it'll make really large dots unless you just put a tiny bit of paint on it. So I think I may still just paint it out with the paintbrush. I may regret it because it'll take longer. And I want the little tentacles maybe to be a little bit more funky colored. I don't know. So trying to find the right size of brush that I want to use. So maybe what I should do first is I want to add in the highlights for this creature first. I loved using the neon pink. The tube does not look anything like the actual color that comes out on the canvas, so just keep that in mind when you're looking at your colors. But I want like here's pale yellow and lemon yellow, so I just want to see out of curiosity which one is brighter and lighter. So basically the lemon yellow is the brighter one. So let me see how much contrast that I want the accents to be really kind of to stand out. And see, I don't think that really adds enough. Maybe I should add some titanium white to it. Sometimes white will help, and sometimes it makes it pale looking. And I'm not sure if that's the answer that I'm looking for, is pale. I want it bright still. So I almost lightened it up too much, but we're going to go with it anyway. I'll stick a little more in there of the yellow. And I don't want this to, this is just like accents of light, like, the brightest parts at the top. And that's kind of, I don't know if that's their eye or what that is. I don't know the parts. This is not supposed to look real, so I'm just trying to make it look funky and arty and wild and fabulous. And maybe it will appeal to some octopus lover, who knows. But what is going to happen is I'm going to add the tentacles on the legs and all, and that's going to be, what really, to me, will make it feel more like an octopus. I mean, it looks like an octopus now, but the tentacles will help. Sometimes you don't want straight lines. Okay, so now we're going to start. Let me dry this real quick. I think I want the tentacles to be multiple colors. So we're going to try out, this is violet, but it's kind of dark. I'm using Arteza paints, and just making sure there's no other rows of purple besides what I see here. That one's lighter. Maybe I could even add a little, maybe not instead of the neon pink. I like that. I don't want to use it all up. Add a little rose because I remembered it being kind of a violet color. So maybe I'll mix these together. So these are just going to be really random little suction cups. So this has been a longer challenge for me because it said to take something out of your sketchbook that you had not finished and, you know, finish it up. Well, I don't do a sketchbook. I just straight out paint. So what I had to do is pull out a painting that I had not finished, that I felt that was unfinished, and do this. And this paint pour that I did just lent itself to something in the ocean. And I thought about doing fish, and I thought about a dolphin, and I don't know, octopus, octopi, however it's, whatever the correct terminology is for multiple octopuses. They're just very fascinating. They're almost ugly, but then there's a really cool thing about them. And so that's what inspired me to just want to do an octopus. They're kind of cool creatures in a way. They're kind of like monsters of the sea that are just kind of creepy. I don't know. So that's what inspired me to do this painting. So the 30-day challenge through my Christian mentoring group, not every challenge is religious, or there doesn't have to be a Christian principle behind the project you're doing. So it's whatever inspires you, and whatever inspires you can be inspired by God, you know. So my gift as an artist is to just feel the inspiration, whatever my gut tells me to paint, and just feel like that's the Holy Spirit inspiring me to paint what I paint each day. And this is what I felt motivated to do. So I'm hoping that you're enjoying it. I'm going to stop talking because I'm going to have to speed through this because this is going to take quite a while. Here comes the rain again. We have had rain and rain and rain for weeks. It's just really bizarre. Okay, I am done. I am done with my pour that has been enhanced with the colorful octopus. This was a pour, and someone mentioned on the original video when I did the pour that the purple ruined it, and I never felt really content with it because it was just all too much the same, and it did look like it needed something. So I'm kind of glad I added the octopus. I've been always wanting to do an octopus, and I've done realistic looking ones on walls before in murals, but I had not done one with an acrylic pour or on a canvas. So here's my colorful octopus. I hope you enjoyed it. So there it is up close. There's a lot of reflection. These Arteza paints are thick and creamy, and they have a sheen to them. So, yeah, it's a little bit on the shiny side, but I like my colorful octopus. So if you enjoyed watching, please give me a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel and click on the links below. I've got the Facebook group page. Come join me there. I have my website, my Patreon link, my PayPal link. If you would like to support me in any way, I would greatly appreciate it. The Patreon thing is once a month pledge, and you can pledge anywhere from $1 to $30, and there's different levels of pledges. And PayPal, you can do a one-time donation. So I'm always purchasing more and more canvases and paints to do more creative things for you, and I want to be able at some point to offer online classes, and I hope to be able to teach in some locations around the state and maybe even outside of the state at some point in time, do a workshop or something. So I plan on expanding my horizons and helping you discover more ways to paint and be creative and do what you love. And if you don't paint and you just watch for fun, I'm glad you watched, and I'll be back for the next challenge. Talk to you later. Bye-bye.